Business Today is brought to you by...
Shouldn't banking start with you? After all, it's your life and we're just one part of it. So no matter what life throws at you, at Scotiabank we guide you through it with people who actually listen and with services that enable what matters most to you. Because at Scotiabank, it starts with you.
This is Business Today. I'm Marlon Madden. Barbados' international reserves are climbing once again, and the worry slide recorded in recent years has stopped. Central Bank Governor Cleviston Haynes delivered the upbeat news recently when he gave the review of the island's economic performance for the third quarter of this year.
Against the backdrop of the shift in policy, the performance of some key macroeconomic indicators has begun to improve. Of note, the slide in the country's international reserves has abated. Heavy debt service payments prevented any buildup of reserves for much of the first 3 months of the year. However, gross reserves increased by 104 million between late March and the end of September, almost 80% of which occurred from June onward. The recovery in reserves was principally driven by the suspension of external debt service, which alleviated pressure on foreign exchange outflows.
The Barbados economy, however, remains in recession, contracting by 0.5% between January and September. Haynes is projecting that the next 2 years will be tough on Barbadians given the government's plan to achieve a primary surplus of 6% from fiscal year 2019-2020. He, however, stressed that the adjustment has to happen, and the earlier the process starts, the better.
But the adjustment has to happen. I think what the government is hoping to do is to try to mitigate that pain that you spoke about. The government, through the various initiatives that it has taken, whether it is through its increase in non-contributory pensions, the establishment of the mitigation unit, etc., is trying to mitigate the quote-unquote pain to which you refer. But the truth of the matter is that the adjustment has to be strong, and you know we have deferred the adjustment for a period of time, and now therefore it means that the actions which one takes have to be a little bit stronger perhaps than they might have been if the action were taken a little bit earlier.
Meanwhile, the central bank has announced that restructured securities on the government's new debt offer will be issued on November 15. The new securities were expected to be issued on October 31st, but the bank explained that technical and data issues had delayed the process. 97% of the participants in the debt swap accepted the new offer, which includes a reduction in interest rates, an extension of maturities, and selective principal reductions. Starting this week, the new Trust Loan Fund will be ready to receive applications from clients in search of funding to launch a new business. Last week, top government officials launched the $10 million program, which will provide collateral-free $5,000 loans. Small Business, Entrepreneurship and Commerce Minister Dwight Sutherland said government intends to build a new entrepreneurial culture in Barbados.
The goal is to transform the Barbadian economy by focusing on the creation of new wealth and building a more entrepreneurial Barbadian who's empowered and encouraged to take advantage of opportunities at home and indeed abroad.
There were big celebrations recently for Armstrong Agencies Limited. The company, which offers a full import, wholesale, distribution and marketing service, celebrated its 25th anniversary last Thursday. Director of Sales and Marketing Andy Armstrong said it has been a challenging and exciting venture, but he's confident the company will be around for some time to come.
Our path has generally been upward, but it's not always been in a straight line. Sometimes we have to go sideways, sometimes we have to go down in order to go around obstacles and continue our climb. As the saying goes, it's not always been smooth sailing. But as Mr. Keith and Peter If you say Basil Curtin, they're all keen sailors, and they will verify that when you're sailing, it isn't always smooth sailing. But they'll also tell you that if it was always smooth sailing, it would be boring. It's the rough sea and the high winds and the big waves that make it challenging and exciting and bring out your creativity and strength. We've shown that we can keep going forward, even if we zigzag a bit in between, regardless of the storms, economic or otherwise. We've done it for 25 years, and I'm confident that we can keep on course for the next 25.
Now for today's financial tip. At some point, all of us have to cut back on our expenses. Before taking action though, sit down and figure out what funds you have to work with, and then prioritize your expenditures. That's been Business Today. Remember, you can get more business and news by logging on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribing to our e-paper, and liking us on Facebook. I'm Marlon Mann.